Okay, so basically, isn't it very interesting that our body has around 30 trillion cells, not million, not billion, trillion. Okay, so really we have many cells on our body. All right. Now, for lower secondary, your syllabus is this. Okay. Now, let me highlight the cell parts that you need to know. Now, we all know from PSLE, you have learned, can you all type into the chat, what are the three parts that are present in from PSLE? What are the parts that all cells will have? Plant cells, animal cells. Or do you prefer to unmute yourself because it's a very small class? You can unmute yourself. Tell me which part so that it's more participative. Then we can move a little faster. Then we can play game. Thank you, Javier. So in primary school, you have already learned oops, this is not highlighter. You have already learned nucleus. You have already learned cell membrane. And you have already learned cytoplasm. All right, I say this as NCC. Okay, then in secondary school, you're going to add one more thing called vacuole. Right, so all these are found in plant and animal cells, right? So all cells will have it. Just a minute. All right, so this one present in plant cells, animal cells, in all cells. Okay, all meaning plant and animal. Plant cells, animal cells. All right, now where else? Chloroplast and cell wall, right? They are only found in plant cells. Okay, so these are what you need to learn for lower set syllabus. All right, then let me just go through the main part of it. So you must understand the functions of the cell parts, okay, including the nucleus, and they even give you the answer. Nucleus, the answer that the marker wants will be nucleus contains genetic information, or you can write bracket DNA, can be passed down to the next generation. Since the answer already come out here, so this is like the model answer from the syllabus. All right. Okay. Zhe, come back to your question later. Now, then you must know the model of plant cell and animal cell, how it looks like. Then we have multicellular organism. Multi means many. Cellular means cells. So there are many cells. So plants and animals have many cells. So one plant has many cells, one animal has many cells. All right. And all the cells are organized into tissue, organ, and system. All right. So I call it CTOS, cell, tissue, organ, system. All right, I have another slide on that. So that is for division of label at the cellular level, at the cell level. All right, so we have cells making up tissue, tissue making up organ, organ making up system. All right. Now, Zhe is asking root hair cell. What about root hair cell transpiration? What do you mean? Okay, root hair cell. Okay, I'm going to write here. So if you are talking about root cell, can y'all tell me root cell, does it have cell wall? Does the root cell have cell wall? Can y'all type into the chat? Yes or no? Does a root cell have cell wall? Root cell is obviously a plant cell lah. I don't have a response, boys and girls. Thank you, Javier. All right, so root cell is a plant cell. The rest, does the root cell have a cell wall? Yes or no? Does root cell have a cell wall? Thank you, Jocelyn. All right, I have 6 people joining me today. So I should have 6 responses. Thank you, Nicole. I am waiting for the other 3 more students. So far, I'm seeing response from Jocelyn, Nicole, and Javier. All right, does the root cell have a cell wall? Okay, Zhe, so 4 responses already. 2 more. 2 more responses. I'm missing the responses from Sherman and let me see. Here, Justin given me the response. Nicole has given me. Sherman, where's your response? Ethan. All right, Ethan, where's your response? Ethan and Sherman. Ethan and Sherman, are you at your laptops? Ethan, paging for Ethan, paging for Sherman. Does the root cell have a cell wall? Ethan and Sherman, are you there? I don't have any response from you, Ethan. All right. When will we touch on diffusion and osmosis? We are finishing the revision very soon, and then we will start on set 2 topics. Okay. Now, root cell has cell wall. All plant cells have cell wall. All right. However, root cell, they don't know, there's no chloroplast because root cell does not need to make food. Only the leaves make food, right? Roots do not need to make food. So because of that, there's no need for root cell to have chloroplast. Chloroplast is contains chlorophyll for making food, right? Okay, then we go on to upper set, pure biology. Some of you may want to take pure biology, all right? Basically, there are 3 sciences, right? Physics, chemistry, biology. Then you go and choose. I took all 3 lah. I took pure physics, pure chemistry, and pure biology when I was in secondary school. All right, but actually nowadays you can just take 2 sciences. All right, then something that you realize that extras one will be this ER, endoplasmic reticulum. These are extra one, mitochondria, Golgi body, and ribosomes. So these are for pure biology in upper set. Okay, so whereas the rest, right, you will know these are something that you will know. So for example, this is already telling you this is like content that for you to revise. Vacuole, right? Vacuole inside is filled with sap. So there's sap in the vacuole. This one you need to know even for lower set. So inside the vacuole, there's sap. All right, sap is a liquid. Okay, so in plant cell, there'll be in plant cell, there'll be 1 large vacuole. In animal cell, there'll be many, many small vacuoles. All right, so animal cell has many, many small vacuoles. In the plant cell, you have 1 large vacuole. So vacuoles are filled with sap, right? Okay, then let's see. So I'll go on. So this is the plant cell and animal cell. So I will highlight those that are common. Hang on. What happened to the pen? Okay. Right, so you have nucleus, you have cytoplasm, you have cell membrane. Right, so for plant cell, all of them have cell wall. Some of the plant cell has chloroplast. All right, but root cell has no chloroplast, so take note of that. So which I'm going to write again here so that you will get it clear. All right, so root cells have no chloroplast because root cells don't need to make food. Right, let's move on. Now, these are all the functions. Okay, maybe let's try, see whether how many functions you all actually remember. Okay, can you all write me the function of the cell membrane? Can you type into the chat, please? What's the function of the cell membrane? Let's see who is the first one who can give me the function of the cell membrane. Well done, Javier. Well done. First person is Zheyu. Good job, Zheyu. So I only got 2 responses out of 6, 1/3 of the class. So can I have responses from the other 4 students? What's the function of the cell membrane? Cell membrane is present in all cells. So what's the function of the cell membrane? Javier, you miss out on a magical word that starts with M. You get the idea, but we need the word M. Okay. All right. Okay, good job, Nicole. The rest? Okay, good. Now I'll go faster. I will test you later. I'll teach you how to remember. Now, cell membrane start with C and M. So you will give them back the C and the M. Control movement. Movement of what? Movement of substances. All right, movement of substances into the cell and out of the cell. All right, so cell membrane, let me write here. Right, so there's a C, there's an M. Okay, then nucleus, genetic information, DNA. You do not need to know what DNA stands for. You can just write contains DNA that is passed down to the next generation, okay, or passed down from parents to their young, right? Then nucleus controls all activities in the cell, right? So in the analogy of a school, nucleus will be like the principal. Principal controls everything in the school, right? Principal will decide whether it's half day today or full day today. All right, so the nucleus is like the principal. Then can you tell me which person in the school is playing the role of a cell membrane? Can you tell me in the analogy of a school, which person is playing the role of the cell membrane? Controls movement of substances into and out of the cell. So who controls movement of people into and out of the school? Security guard. Good, Zhe. Okay, good, Javier. All right, so think of the cell membrane as a security guard. Okay, now cell wall is like you learn the word wall, right? Wall is for support the cell and also give the cell a fixed shape, a regular shape. Okay, then chloroplast contain chlorophyll. What does the chlorophyll do? It traps light, can be any light, can be sunlight, can be artificial light. Why do you want to trap light? Is to make food. All right, so these are all the terms. Then cytoplasm contains all the other parts. Okay, so with that, we move on. Now, for secondary school, you have to learn the word, the memory aid could be CTOS, CTOS. So cell, tissue, organ, and then system. All right, so here you have one cell. When you have many cells of the same type, then it make up one tissue. Right, so this is one tissue. Okay, and when you have many tissues, you make up one organ. And when you have many organs, you make up one system. All right, so any questions so far? Quite simple, right? Okay, then we move on. This one is heart muscle cells. So let's watch this video. Okay, you should be able to see my slide. All right, let's start. Okay, so question one, you have a heart muscle cell. So which one describes the level of organization? So level of organization in the body is talking about, is it C, is it T, is it O, is it S? Is it a cell? Is it a tissue? Is it an organ? Is it a system? Right? So of these cells, so if you look here, there are many cells. This one is the black dot called Can you tell me what is this black circle? Can you type in the chat or unmute yourself? What is this black circle thing? Thank you, Javier. The rest? What is this black dot? Can we go a bit faster, please? The rest? What is this black dot? What is the name? State the name. I only have one response. Zheyu, thank you for being honest. You forgot. Okay, it is like the school principal. Okay, it controls all activities taking place in the cell. It's like the brain of the cell. All right, it's like the brain of the cell. So it starts with N. All right, start with N. Okay, good. Zheyu, remember already. The rest, I only got two responses. I only got Javier and Zheyu giving me the response. How about Nicole? Jocelyn, thank you, Jocelyn. How about Sherman? How about Ethan? Sherman and Ethan, I've not heard from you today. Sherman, your spelling for nucleus, the last two letter is United States, us, US. Okay, thank you, Nicole. All right, so nucleus. So it's a very easy topic. But because it's an easy topic, you need to revise. You need to be very familiar with all these terms, like how to spell. There's a US here. All right, nucleus. What are the functions of the nucleus? Of course, is do you all recall? Can someone just unmute yourself and tell me what's the function of the nucleus? Someone unmute yourself, please. What's the function of the nucleus? Controls everything happening in the cell. Good, Nicole. Other than